It's time for another edition of Would You Guess? I'm your host, Brad Pomerantz. I guess we should get started. So in this episode, we will attempt to answer the age-old question, what does it mean to be Jewish? Is Judaism a religious faith, an ethnicity, a nationality, a cultural affiliation? Well, the truth is, all are true to some extent. But today we live in the age of DNA testing, a scientific method that can be used, among many other things, to trace one's genetic lineage. But what is DNA? Well, in technical terms, DNA is a double-stranded molecule that contains all the genetic information about you as an individual. It's the genetic code unique to each person and is passed down through your parents generation after generation. So today, DNA testing is available to the public to uncover ethnic composition, regional and national origins, even medical predispositions. Okay, so back to the question, what does it mean to be Jewish? If a DNA test can determine a person's ethnic identity or nationality, is it possible one's Jewishness can be quantified through such a test? Well, the answer is not so cut and dry. But would you guess that DNA testing has revealed that there are in fact genetic markers that if found in one's DNA indicate that you conclusively descend from adherents to the Jewish faith? Well, how can that be? I mean, after all, Jewish is a chosen religious faith, right? Are Jewish converts not really Jewish if they don't share those certain Jewish genetic markers? Well, there is no one Jewish gene per se, but the reality is there are a number of Jewish genetic markers that have been passed down through the generations from Jewish communities of yesteryear. Because people of the Jewish faith had married within the religion at a rate of 99.5% up through the 20th century, the Jewish gene pool has remained predominantly consistent. This consistent and undiluted gene pool has traveled through the centuries, making it possible for geneticists and DNA companies to isolate certain Jewish genetic markers that trace back to communities that were homogeneously Jewish. So if you ever wondered if you could be part Jewish, the answer is, well, only a DNA test away. Well, that's all for this edition of Would You Guess?